Welcome to your guide on securing startup funding without needing 1,000 customers. Starting a business is an exciting journey, but funding can be a major hurdle. Many entrepreneurs think they need a large customer base to attract investors. That's not always the case. Today, we'll explore 7 proven ways to get startup funding, even if you're just starting out. These strategies are based on the latest trends and insights from 2025. Whether you're launching a tech startup or a small business, these methods can work for you. Let's dive into the first strategy, bootstrapping. Bootstrapping means funding your startup with your own money or resources. This could include personal savings, credit cards, or income from a side job. The biggest advantage of bootstrapping is that you retain full control of your business. You don't have to give up equity or answer to investors. In 2025, many successful startups still begin with bootstrapping. For example, the founders of Canva started with their own fund. They built a minimum viable product before seeking external funding. Bootstrapping forces you to be resourceful and focus on generating revenue early. However, it comes with risks. Using personal savings or credit cards can strain your financial stability. To bootstrap successfully, create a lean business plan. Cut unnecessary expenses and prioritize tasks that drive growth. Use free tools like Google Workspace or open-source software to save money. You can also barter services with other startups to reduce costs. Bootstrapping works best for businesses with low startup costs. If you need significant capital, combine it with other methods. The second strategy is friends and family funding. This is a common way to fund startups in their early stages. Your friends and family know you and may believe in your vision. They can offer loans, gifts, or invest in exchange for equity. In 2025, around 10% of startups rely on this funding source. Jeff Bezos, for example, got a $250,000 loan from his parents to start Amazon. Mixing business with personal relationships can be challenging. To avoid conflicts, treat these investments professionally. Draft a formal agreement outlining the terms of the investment or loan. Be clear about repayment schedules or equity stakes. Regularly update your investors on your progress. This builds trust and maintains strong relationships. Only approach those who understand the risks of startup investments. Ensure they can afford to lose their investment. This method is ideal for pre-seed or seed stages when you need quick capital. The third strategy is crowdfunding. Crowdfunding lets you raise small amounts from many people online. Platforms like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and GoFundMe make this possible. There are 3 main types of crowdfunding. Reward-based crowdfunding offers backers a product or service. Equity crowdfunding gives investors a stake in your company. Donation-based crowdfunding relies on contributions with no return. In 2025, crowdfunding is popular for consumer-focused startups. The Pebble smartwatch raised over $10 million on Kickstarter. Crowdfunding not only raises funds but also validates your idea. A successful campaign shows market demand. To succeed, create a compelling pitch video and clear campaign page. Offer attractive rewards and set realistic funding goals. Promote your campaign through social media and email marketing. Platforms charge fees, typically around 5%. Crowdfunding is ideal for startups with tangible products or passionate communities. The fourth strategy is applying for grants. Grants are funds you don't have to repay, making them highly attractive. Governments, nonprofits, and corporations offer grants to support startups. In the US, the Small Business Administration offers various grant programs. The ESPA program funds research and development for tech startups. In 2025, grants are increasingly available for sustainable businesses. Research opportunities at local, state, and federal levels. Websites like grants.gov list available programs. Check with industry associations or business development centers. Applying for grants is competitive and time-consuming. You'll need a strong business plan and a clear use of funds. Tailor each application to the grant's specific requirements. Grants are ideal for startups in niche industries like clean energy. Don't rely solely on grants as they're unpredictable. The fifth strategy is seeking angel investors. Angel investors are wealthy individuals who fund early-stage startups. They provide capital in exchange for equity. Unlike venture capitalists, angels invest their own money. In 2025, angel investing thrives in tech and health sectors. Uber received early funding from angels like Chris Sacca. Angels often provide mentorship and industry connections. To attract them, create a solid pitch deck. Highlight your team, market opportunity, and unique value. Show early traction, like a prototype or user feedback. Find angels through networks like AngelList or startup events. Warm introductions from contacts increase your chances. Be ready for due diligence, as angels will scrutinize your business. Angel investing suits startups with high growth potential. The sixth strategy is revenue-based financing. You repay investors with a percentage of your revenue. Unlike loans, payments fluctuate based on your income. Companies like Clearco and Pipe offer this financing. In 2025, it's popular among SaaS and e-commerce startups. It's ideal if you have revenue but not enough for loans. You don't give up equity with this method. However, you need predictable revenue to qualify. Provide financial data like revenue history and projections. Lenders assess your ability to generate consistent income. This financing is flexible, but can be costly due to high repayment rates. Compare terms from multiple providers for the best deal. It works well for businesses with steady sales. The seventh strategy is startup accelerators and incubators. These programs provide funding, mentorship, and resources. In exchange, they often take a small equity stake. Y Combinator and Techstars are well-known accelerators. In 2025, they focus on AI, climate tech, and health startups. Airbnb and Dropbox both graduated from Y Combinator. Accelerators offer seed funding of $50,000 to $150,000. They also provide access to investors and mentors. The application process is competitive, with low acceptance rates. Highlight your team's expertise and product potential to stand out. Accelerators can fast-track your growth and funding opportunities. Be prepared to give up equity and commit to an intensive program. Now, let's discuss how to make these strategies work effectively. First, understand your funding needs clearly. Calculate how much capital you need for your next milestone. This could be building a prototype or launching a product. Be realistic and avoid asking for more than necessary. Investors value efficiency and resourcefulness. Second, build a strong business plan. This is your roadmap and a key tool for convincing investors. Include market analysis, revenue model, and growth strategy. Show you've researched competitors and customers. A solid plan demonstrates your commitment and vision. Third, focus on traction, even without many customers. Show early success through user engagement or pre-orders. A beta test with 50 users can prove your product's value. Traction reduces perceived risk for investors. Fourth, network relentlessly to find opportunities. Funding often comes through relationships. Attend startup events and join online communities. A warm introduction can open doors to investors. Fifth, be persistent in your efforts. Raising funds is a marathon, not a sprint. You'll face rejections, but each no brings you closer to a yes. Refine your pitch and learn from feedback. Let's recap the 7 proven ways to get startup funding. 1. Bootstrap with your own resources to maintain control. 2. Seek funds from friends and family with clear agreements. 3. Use crowdfunding to raise money and validate your idea. 4. Apply for grants to access non-repayable funds. 5. 7. Join accelerators for funding and support. Each method has pros and cons, so choose what fits your goals. You can combine strategies for better results. For example, bootstrap, then crowdfund to build traction. Later, pitch to angels or join an accelerator. Stay flexible and open to new opportunities. Funding a startup without many customers is challenging but possible. With the right strategy, you can turn your vision into reality. Thank you for watching this guide on startup funding. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and share. Stay tuned for more tips on building your business.